Welcome to Women's World Show. Here we use the breakthrough moment and word of a successful woman to inspire and motivate you. We measure success not by the amount of money in our pocket, but by the effort we make on a daily basis to achieve our goal. We believe that every woman has a story, so share yours with us. And my name is Clara Kumbach. Joining me today is an amazing woman. She works with United Nations. She has dreamt it, she wanted it, and she achieved it. She's on a path to so many things. She's a mother, she's a wife, and she does so many things that is really interesting, which she will share with us today. Again, she's from Brazil, and I'm so excited to meet her. She will lead us into her world and at the same time discuss the topic of the day, which is life after children. You want to get your cup of coffee and sit glued. Thank you so much for coming, Priscilla. It's really nice to have you.
Thank you so much for the invitation and for the opportunity to share my story with you all.
Yes, I'm excited. I'm really glad that you came. So many people want to do something. They dreamt of some things while they were young, and they never followed that path. Or let's say some of them did not, get to that path.
Right.
But you did. You wanted to work for United Nations. How did this whole dream start?
Yeah, that's a good question. I know sometimes I wonder myself, like how the whole thing started, where did this passion came from.
Yes.
It's difficult for me to think back. It has been so many years now. I have been with the UN for more than 10 years now.
No.
I joined when I was young. I was quite young.
Yes, very young.
Very young.
Yes.
And then it has, as I said, it has been always a passion.
Yeah.
Whenever you see in the news, whenever you hear about it, you just think like, I just thought with myself, I want to be, that person. I want to be there. I want to,
be part of it.
Be part of it.
Yeah.
I try to think back, and I don't really remember when everything started, but I guess it has something to do with my grandparents.
Right.
Having to, flee, have to be uprooted as well from where they were from. And during the Second World War, they were Jewish. They were, they had to leave everything behind, their family, their identities, and then, they ended up in Brazil.
Okay.
So it's just accidentally, we are Brazilians now. But so I think maybe being a part of this story, and sharing things with them, like knowing that they couldn't talk about certain things, they couldn't see some parts of the family because some have been fleeing to different parts of the world.
Right.
And I always felt like that was so unfair. That was just not right. If there was something I could do, to help some people, and be part of this whole. I always thought myself as Samaritan, as you would say.
Yeah, good Samaritan.
Good Samaritan, yeah. And my parents would always tease me about it, that I wouldn't do any harm to animals. I wouldn't like to do things with insects.
Yeah.
I would always try to defend somebody, and if I see somebody being bullied. So I think it's something that was just growing.
Just a connection that you grew with.
Yeah.
And that's why is that why you chose the path of to work with the refugee?
Yeah, so I always wanted to, I wanted to work with refugees, but I didn't, initially I think, I didn't have the skills to take me there.
No.
So I had to start really, really from the back, from how do I say it, walk myself up.
Up,
right?
yeah.
So when I first joined the UN, it was on a temporary contract. It was just like a 3 months contract. And I said, this is my chance. I'm inside, I'm not going to let this go. So I said, I'm going to do everything that it takes to be here.
Yeah.
So I still think the person that hired me back then, is probably lost her job or something because I had no skills whatsoever.
Really?
I was really fresh, high school. I had no university level. So I just took the chance. I just applied.
But you applied?
I applied. Everybody asked me, so who do you know? And I was like, nobody. And how lucky? I was like, no, it's not lucky. No, it's courage. It's being brave. It's trying to, follow your dreams and trying really, really to be true to yourself as well, right?
Yeah.
I didn't lie in my CV.
No, you said it the way it is.
Yeah, and I guess my motivation letter probably, talk to somebody and they could probably, okay, this girl has a good heart, Maybe she doesn't have the skills or, but
she had the heart to do it.
Yeah. So while I was there, I was also studying and working at the same time. And
I would love to know more, but I'm going to cut you short because we'll go just for a break and we'll be right back. Yeah, welcome back again to Women's World Show. If you're just joining us here, we use the breakthrough moment and word of a successful woman to inspire and motivate you. We say that we don't measure success by the amount of money in your pocket, but by the effort you make on a daily basis to achieve your goal. And today in the studio with me is Priscilla, who works with United Nations. She has dreamt it, she has worked her way to it, and she's working with the refugees. She's doing an amazing job, and she will discuss the topic of the day with me. It has really been interesting introduction time. You're telling me how you got into it, you know, because you followed your dream, you pushed through it, you applied for it, and you got the job.
Yeah.
Now, you say you did not have, you know, you did not have any qualification. Did you get to study along the line?
Exactly, and that's I think that's my message, you know, for women out there. If you have a dream, you know, don't give it up because you don't have the skills or because you haven't achieved, you know, the level you want. Because I can tell you, like, I haven't studied in the best universities, I haven't studied in the best schools, and I still managed to fulfill my dream, you know, of course, like, I still have ambitions. I haven't achieved everything, but I'm so happy where I am.
In a happy place.
Exactly. And then when I look back, I'm so proud of, like, the amount of effort I made, you know, to be where I am. So I think that's important to know that you don't have to be number one, you know, you don't have to be best. You can still, I mean, these things shouldn't define you, you know, or shouldn't define what you are.
And shouldn't limit you.
Shouldn't limit you, especially, exactly. Yes. So as I was telling you, I had this 3 months contract, and I used that as an opportunity to stay, you know, and to network and to use people as inspiration. Because once you're out there, once you're in there, it's just like, you feel really
like you are underestimated,
like,
or something.
Exactly.
You're
because people are amazing. People have, like, been in this world for ages, you know. They have careers, you know. They have been in the field. They speak, like, 3 languages, you know. And then comes me, like with no qualification whatsoever. It's like, yeah, you know, I'm here, like, yeah. So you have also to endorse that. I mean, you have to learn how to accept that and how to use people as inspiration, you know. So I always, like, instead of putting myself down, I would always look at them and say, like, what can I learn from them, you know? I mean, taking this opportunity. And every single course they were offering, every single opportunity, every single exposure, I was, like, accepting and volunteering for everything, you know? So people would see me everywhere, but you know, I was single at the time, no kids, so I had the time. So I think it was really, like, The
good thing is that you did all this in the time that you were single.
Right.
And that brings me to the topic of the day, life after children.
Jesus. Yeah. After 3 children.
After 3 children, you look amazing, by the way.
Thank
I
you.
have to say. After 3 children, you're still on it.
Still smiling.
And that is why you're here today. As mother of 3, I am mother of 1. I can use just my little experience to put to you that have 3, you know. So, do you think that if you were married and have kids, do you think that your career would have gone to this, you know, path?
Yeah, that's a good question. You know, I can tell you, like, throughout my pregnancies, I didn't want to use that as my, you know, as an excuse or a limitation. So even throughout my pregnancy, I was still doing my job. I was still, like, in refugee camps, you know, traveling, and doctors were like, no, you cannot go. You know, it's a high risk pregnancy. You're pregnant of twins. I have twins. And they were like,
amazing.
They were like, no, don't go. You know, if it was my wife, I wouldn't let her go. And I went, like, you know, against all the recommendations, you know. And I said, like, I have to do this. Probably it's going to be my last opportunity, you know. And with kids, of course, things change, you know. You have to try to find a balance. You have to be home a bit more. You can, you know, you have to pick up kids. You have to cook for them. You have to entertain them. So of course things are a bit different.
How easy has it been for you to adjust to these changes?
So I'm still on maternity leave. I'm not back to work yet.
Okay. How old are your kids? The twins?
They are only 4 months.
Oh, that's the cute ones. Oh, they're nice. I like them when they actually can stay just skin.
And now they start to, you know, interact with us. They are just amazing.
Nice.
Of course we plan, like, let's have a second one, and then there you go. We came, but it's fine. Of course, now we couldn't see ourselves, you know, in a different situation. We love them too. Of course.
Well, but do you think it's okay for women to say it's actually difficult to have children? Because I have a child, and I think it's lovely. Don't get me wrong. I love my child. But it is, for me, I think I would say it is difficult. It changes a lot.
It changed a lot.
You get to this part where you don't have a family member that helps, or you don't have a nanny. Not everybody wants a
Right.
nanny also.
No.
It really can be tough.
Yeah.
So how are you coping with 3 children?
Yeah. I mean, I have an amazing husband that helps us.
Great.
I mean, help around the house so much,
Yeah.
and he's around the kids. And my
Oh,
mom
great.
is, came to help us a
Okay.
bit because in Denmark, as
Yeah.
you're saying, like we have no help.
No.
We have no everything. It's so expensive.
Everybody's
and unaffordable.
busy.
Everybody's busy, so you do have to find your ways to cope with with the business. I mean,
Right.
with
The babies.
the babes, sorry.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Yeah. And especially for us was a shock because we never planned to have 3 kids. We wanted 2, and then suddenly 3, and we're like, oh my God, that changed everything. We don't have
Yeah.
space in the house, we don't have space in the
Aw,
car.
yeah.
We need to change this and that. We need to adjust. So
Yeah.
it was a big shock. Was a big change for us.
There was a question that actually didn't get a response. Do you think women should proudly say it is difficult to have? Okay, not just women. Let's just put it down to both man and husband. We have to give the men credit. They are trying
Right.
to. So, do you think that it's okay for the couple to say it's actually difficult to have a child, to have children? People don't say that.
No.
People are not allowed to say that because
Yeah.
then you'll be termed bad mother,
Right.
bad parent.
When I hear about funny story about being bad mother, having kids in Denmark
Yes.
and opting for cesarean. Sorry, it's a bit off topic.
So you
but,
may, no. I
but-
want to know.
but
You come closer.
no, but talking about being a bad mother, I decided to have a cesarean.
Right.
I didn't want to go through the natural labor.
Yes.
I mean-
Twins.
Twins, no,
Yeah.
sorry, not going that way. And then, when you start talking to dads and start making part of the mothers group, people look at you like, oh my God, but how do you feel? And like as if I
You have
was
a
made,
problem.
yeah, it's like as if I have made such a bad decision, as if I have done something really wrong. So they make you feel bad, but-
Yes.
And then, I mean, unfortunately, I couldn't breastfeed either,
Yeah.
So I didn't give birth naturally. I
You
didn't
didn't breastfeed.
breastfeed. And it's like, what kind of mother,
Mother are
am I?
you?
Yeah. It's like people feel so sorry for me. And I was
Oh,
like,
are you
oh
okay?
my God, yeah. How are you feeling? So that makes me feel bad. It's like,
I know this part you
Yeah.
don't know about me. I had a cesarean myself, and
How
okay.
dare you? It's like,
As in-
yeah.
and also in my country, it's not actually something a woman comes out and say, I had my baby through cesarean. They say it's not normal.
No.
It's not a normal thing
That's
to
not
do.
match, exactly. So,
So-
talking about being a bad mother, that's,
Yes,
Yeah.
they really put you on that category of, okay, you're not doing well.
Yeah.
Why didn't you do it the right way? But actually, I must say, I have to put this. They are giving us sign that we have to go to break, and I will tell you to grab your coffee and come on back. You're welcome back again to Women's World Show. Have you been missing this episode? It has really been an interesting one with Priscilla.
Priscilla.
She's a Brazilian, and I'm really trying to pronounce her name. It has really been an interesting one, and I'm having so much fun with life after having children. What's the truth that needs to be told? And we have really been breaking it down. But what advice would you give to somebody who, for example, does not have any help? What do you think they should do? Because you're also in the position. What are you planning to do?
Yeah, I'm still planning. I'm still in the planning stage.
Yeah, and to find a babysitter for 3 kids,
Yeah.
it might be a little bit tougher.
Yeah.
Do you have family member from the husband's side?
No, we
Oh.
don't. We don't have any help. What we're
Wow.
trying to do is like having them, all in the same institution. My husband delivers them. I pick them up.
Right.
Like trying to free one of us, so not all of us stay behind.
Right. Yes. With the kids.
With the kids. And but yeah, it's challenging. There's days that things don't go planned.
Yes.
We have a toddler. It's not always easy
No.
to convince him that he has to do things. And they have 2 little ones that need to get fed, get changed. So
Yeah.
it's not the thing.
Yeah.
100% according to the
But
plan.
there's something I always tell some couples. I say, you can actually create us time, me time at home.
Right.
It does not necessarily have to be that you have to go out.
Yeah.
Like if you create a routine that your children or your child, need to sleep at some certain time, you can at the same time, once they sleep, say for example, 8 o'clock, and just 1 hour sitting there. I love that moment. I'm trying to tell you what I do. So it feels very good.
Yeah.
And I always look forward to this. This is my best part of the day. I'm sorry, but it is. Looking forward to when, after having so much fun with the kid and put her to bed, and then look forward to my couch.
Yeah.
And sit down there sometimes on the couch. Just sit down there with the first sip of glass of wine.
Yeah. My
That's
husband and I, we had this agreement that we said...
Or coffee.
Anything, right? Like just by yourself.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah. My husband and I, we had this agreement that we would like go on a date once a month.
Right.
And now and have that commitment, oh my God, I have to go home and get dressed, like, oh my God, like he's waiting for me, But it didn't really work for long, because of course kids get sick, they get on their way, the babysitter cancels on you, like you have to work.
Tell me about that.
Yeah. So things are not ours as we wish, but
I think also parents should learn to open up that, okay, it happens, let's laugh about it.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it can really be frustrating when you people make plans and it ends up turning the other way around and like.
No.
But
now we keep saying like there's some restaurants that we shouldn't go anymore because we keep booking a table and we never show up.
Right.
And we're like, okay, now we stop. We don't book anymore because
something always
it's difficult.
Yes, and then to create the moment at home as well.
Exactly.
What would you do, for example, to do at home?
Yeah.
What would you do? What would you yourself do at home?
My husband loves cooking.
Nice.
I keep saying that he's the feeder. Like the reason why I like
now
to
you look fabulous for a 3-month.
But he loves cooking, so
Right.
he gets really inspired. He has like thousands of cooking books.
Oh, nice.
So I let him do the cooking and I do the dishes.
Yeah.
So
and you can have fun doing that together,
exactly.
right?
So once the kids go to bed, like sometimes, of course, like there's days that we have meal all together, but there's days that you want to eat something special.
Exactly.
You want to just have a normal meal without interruption. So it's when he gets to cook and we have our us
just time. Yeah. So these can actually be done at home, but it is okay to say that life after children is not an easy one, but a very, very blessed and exciting one. I want to ask you just a simple question, which in the spirit of taking life easy and taking one step at a time and ignoring all the small things that happen in life and enjoying being a mother, what has been the most embarrassing thing that happened to you recently? I know.
Oh, probably I could tell you so many stories.
Okay, we need one.
I mean, I keep saying that we have to kiss so many frogs before we find our prince, right? So that's what happens. I mean, we go through so many embarrassing moments until like.
Yeah, the big one.
Maybe something that came to my mind now. It's as Brazilians.
Yeah.
We think we speak Spanish.
All right.
It's so similar to Portuguese. We all speak Spanish. Not true. And when they reward people for speaking a second language. So I felt like, come on, I speak Spanish, right? Come from Brazil, very similar. I can do this.
Yeah.
So there I go for an interview, for a test,
In Spanish?
In Spanish, of course, right? And then the woman explains the rules, like it's half an hour, we're gonna be recording, you have to keep talking, you should not say your name, where you work, you should not do anything that gives links to you, but you should just speak Spanish.
Yeah.
And then she goes like, what do you do for a living, and press the recorder. And I go like, me? Trabajo. Mucho. Trabajo. And she was like, keep talking. I was like, trabajo, mucho. I couldn't say a word, and I was like, oh my God, this is so embarrassing. I could feel my face just blushing, And she was like, keep talking. I was like, I couldn't say anything more than that.
I don't know what that means.
I was like, it's like, honestly, people out there who speak Spanish, this is terrible. I couldn't say anything. I was just saying, yes, I work a lot. Like, I just blogged. I just couldn't say anything else. And she was like, okay, I think we have to stop this now.
Okay, it's alright.
I was like, it's a whole panel of people in front, like asking questions, and I was like, oh, please, don't get my name. I was like, it's just so embarrassing. That's
so nice. That's a very good one.
From that day on, I removed Spanish
from
only Portuguese. So be honest yourself.
Be honest, and that's a very good one. Thank you so much for sharing. I really want us to continue this, but unfortunately, we have to break. And I really am glad that you came. But before I let you go, I have a present for you, and that is your cup.
Thank you so much.
So please,
and cheers to us.
Yeah,
and to
thank
all
you.
the women out there.
Absolutely, cheers, because you shared a part of your journey with
Cheers.
someone out there and inspired us.
Thank you so much for the invitation.
Thank you for coming. More information about my guests, go to www.womensworldshow.com, and I love you for watching.